So let's begin. Let's begin. Let's begin. It's a very auspicious day today for some reason. Well, yes, it was the solstice, and there's always a wake that is left after powerful days like that. And it was a contemplative day. So just hold on a second. My phone is beeping away, and it's not meant to. Okay. So this was a contemplative one. It was a contemplative one because in our contemplation, we actually brought about quite a significant letting go of anything that we may be holding on to. We are still working with anchoring the post-COVID world, and we have been working with different systems of our body. So I'm going to continue that work because it would be really powerful for us to get our red blood cells in a perfectly healthy state and a circulatory system in a perfectly healthy state, because that is it's like the fire generator within us. There's such a lot of movement. I read somewhere that about 12,000 kilometers or 12,000 miles are traveled by our blood through the circulatory system every day. So there's a huge amount of movement that takes place. And that movement in itself is, physiologically, it is a very strong indicator of the level at which we are flowing. So it is not a surprise that as a part of Beyond Meditation, I'm guided to do the work that I'm guided to do with the different systems of our body. These are different flow systems of our body. We are going to continue with the circulatory system as I guide you through. We will use a whole variety of lights as I'm guided to support the restoration of the health of our red blood cells. In doing so, we will automatically have an impact in restoring the health of our spleen as well as the small intestine, particularly the villi that line up the inside of the small intestine. Like the colon, the inside of the colon, the inside wall of the colon is a little bit like if you were to move your tongue around your mouth, it's meant to be like that. It's like that. But the inside of the small intestine is lined with lots and lots of very fine hair. You can't even see the wall. There's that fine. And they flow and they move. And a part of the work that they do in their flow and movement, they actually mix in the digestive juices to further digest the food. They're very much a part of the digestion of the food. It is the colon that plays the role of absorption into the bloodstream directly. So in doing so, we will actually, and the inside of the small intestine plays a very big part in boosting our immune system. And hence, when I talk about, I think some of you are members of the Ascended and Descended Master Group that I also run. It's a few of us that have been working since 2015 to transform and support the evolution of the planet. I think that's where I talked about the crisis is a microbiome crisis on the planet. And the small intestine is directly impacted by the health of the microbiome terrain in our bodies. So in doing the work on the red blood cells and the circulatory system, we are going to have a direct impact on two additional organs, the spleen and the small intestine. And that will have an impact on our immune system. Because we're dealing with blood, we will automatically connect to the heart as well as to the gut. Both of those organs have got direct connection to our circulatory system. So get yourself to be comfortable. Seated upright is the best, unless for medical reasons you have to sit in any other way. Feet are on the floor. Your arms are on either side of you. Your palms are facing forward. Your fingers are lightly stretched. We are immediately going into the connection of the base of your spine, the middle of your feet, the tips of your fingers, by the means of our cord, the cord made up of the alloy of gold, silver, copper, and bronze, going straight into the core of the earth. What we are also presencing in the center of us, you can now lift your hands, by the way, and place them on the top of your thighs. Your palms are facing upwards. It will be very good if you touch your forefinger and your thumb together. Feel your feet touching the floor more intimately than they have been doing up to now. Just feel that every part of your feet is touching the floor. And as you feel that, notice your upper body shift and move back. The back of your head be lifted up. And as you do that, it's as if your chest automatically expands. Your shoulder blades sort of come together. Your shoulders drop down. Your neck rises. And you feel that wonderful stretch of just being suspended in the perfect position. You'll notice as you take your breath in, your breath will become deeper and more expansive. You're breathing in and out through your nose, taking a deep breath in and a deep breath out. We are all standing in a circle, connected to each other and connected to the nature and oceans and water bodies that separate us from different towns, different countries, different continents. We are all connected. In the center of our circle, I'm presencing a beautiful ruby crystal. It's a column of ruby. It's presenced in the center. And you will feel from the front of your body, you will feel as if anything at all that may be causing any restlessness is just sucked out of your body into this ruby crystal. And ruby brings you into a state of complete stillness. You are in a state of stillness, and your breath is deep. With every breath, your lung is expanding even more. And as you breathe out, the breath out is long and prolonged, and it's emptying out that last bit of carbon dioxide that remains. And then you go back in and have a deep breath in. And the depth of your breath becomes deeper and more expansive. And your breath out also becomes more prolonged and completely takes out the last bit of carbon dioxide. In the center of our circle is a sound basket and a sensation basket. I'm at home and my grandkids are outside with their mom. Just in case there are any sounds, just put them into the sound basket. Any sensations you may feel, which you may do. Allow those sensations also to be released into the sensation basket. And whatever energies remain can be released out into the core of the earth. As you're breathing in and out, bring in the words love, kindness, and compassion. And you breathe in love, kindness, and compassion. And you breathe out gratitude and peace. You breathe in love, kindness, and compassion. And you breathe out gratitude and peace. You breathe in love, kindness, and compassion. And you breathe out gratitude and peace. You're going to begin walking down, like really sliding down your body. And we're going to begin from about 9 inches above your crown in the form of a column. And we are actually using a purple light to light up the inside of the column. And as we move our attention from 9 inches above the top of our crown, and inch by inch by inch, we go all the way to 9 inches below the base of our feet. Different sections, you may notice different colors coming in. The purple light is the light that nourishes and nurtures our pineal. And it's also the light that illuminates our inner wisdom. It brings us to life. So as you work your way down, standing in the center of this purple column of light, different sections of your body require different forms of healing. So depending on what is required for you, you may see the purple changing to a different color. These are all monochromatic forms of light, particularly the base 7 colors of the rainbow. All other lights are variants of those. But the base colors are monochromatic, so they immediately nurture and nourish your brain cells. You're just working your way down the column. And as you're working your way down, you just move your attention on the inner circumference of your column of light. In you scanning that inner circumference, you open up the pores that allow any other colors to come in the form of healing. As you're working your way down, opening up the pores, you will notice your body relax very deeply. There is no rush. We are actually on the journey of the human vibe attunement. The more we get into our center, the more we get into a space of complete bliss and clarity. Clarity in our terrain. The deeper the human vibe attunement invocation will be, and more profound its activation and its impact across our entire field. As you're working your way down, you may notice some tingling in your gums, a little fuzziness and a tingle just on the inner side of your upper palate. Drop your tongue into the base of your mouth if it's sticking to the top of the palate. Just allow it to just drop. Go to the front of your chin. Trace the circumference going all the way around. And as you're doing it, it's as if you're tracing the circumference of every tooth in your mouth, even if your teeth haven't been removed for whatever reason. The energetic signature of each tooth, tooth by tooth, exists. And you're tracing that energy signature. And in doing so, you're releasing any disturbance, any upset, any pain, any discomfort that may be held in the tooth, in the gums, or as an energy signature. I want you to focus your attention a little bit in the front of your chest, the back of your upper back, and then on the top of your shoulders and neck. Just remain focused in that. Allow this purple light to penetrate through the various layers of burdens that you may have held in place. Notice those burdens disintegrating into nothingness. Some of you may suddenly experience your throats be completely parched. It's because your sensitivity to those, the needs of your throat and any other organ in that region, was covered up by the burdens that you had chosen to continue to carry. And as those burdens get released, you suddenly become present to various other desires or experiences or any other symptoms that may be there. To allow your inner wisdom to set itself up at a cellular level. And in doing so, anything that has perturbed you that may be related to an undue spinning activity, high spinning activity of your mind, that starts to get relaxed. Now we focus our attention in that region where we hold the heart. This is where you will notice an influx of different lights. So many of you in this group have your heart open. Purple, pink, fluorescent, green, violet, fluorescent violet, even a very sharp orange. By focusing your attention on your heart in this way and allowing this interchange and display of light, you're actually able to finally transmutate any remnants of grief. Working our way down. And you're now tracing this inner circumference of this purple column of light in front of the waist and allowing yourself to go all the way back. Then you're going in to the front of your pelvic cavity, going all the way back. Going to go further down, just above your pelvic, your abdominal cavity, your lower back, all the systems, as well as both flow as well as organ systems, as well as life force systems are being invoked and activated. Now you go to the top of your thighs, that region, your knees, your shin, your calf muscles, the back of your thighs. And you're particularly focusing in that concentration of nerves that exist in our gut as well as in the pelvic cavity. And nerves that connect our legs. We're really relinquishing and releasing any pain that we may feel, any discomfort, any agitation we may experience that prevents us from taking that step forward. Stepping onto our path, wearing the shoes that lie in waiting for us. You're allowing all that doesn't serve you to be released from the middle of your feet into the core of the earth. Gone all the way down to the base of your feet. Your legs are very clear. And really what we've done is we've taken off any pressure, any clogginess. So the terrain of your circulatory system is exactly right and perfect for where you're at and what you are meant to accomplish as you embody vibrant vitality for yourself. Focus your attention into your heart again. You're filling your heart and your chest and your bosoms with love, kindness, and compassion. And in your breath out, you're releasing gratitude and the vibration of peace that you experience for yourself as you presence yourself in gratitude. Breathe in to the count of 9, hold to the count of 4, breathe out to the count of 6, and then repeat after me. We will do 5 of the 9-4-6 breaths, and then we will go into the human vibe attunement chant to release any buildup of that deep-seated conflict between the soul being expressing itself through the human form. Just breathe in 9, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold 2, 3, 4. Breathe out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe in 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold 2, 3, 4. Breathe out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe in 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold 2, 3, 4. Breathe out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe in 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold 2, 3, 4. Breathe out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I acknowledge myself as a human. I receive myself as a human. I accept myself as a human. We are directing the impact of this chant, and we are as if lodging this chant as a permanent elixir into every red blood cell in our system. It's being anchored in the frequency of love. Repeat after me. I acknowledge myself as a human. I receive myself as a human. I accept myself as a human. I acknowledge myself as a human. I receive myself as a human. I accept myself as a human. I acknowledge myself as a human. I receive myself as a human. I accept myself as a human. The entire center of our circle is illuminated with streaks of fluorescent white lightning as well as fluorescent violet lightning like streaks. It's like a celebration of fireworks, of owning up and allowing ourselves to be illuminated in our full light with trust and anchored in the attunement of the human vibe of love. Take your hands in front of your heart. Stretch your fingers so the middle of your palm, the tip, is rubbing against each other. It's hot. Put it over your eyes like a cup. Blink your eyes in it a few times. Press the middle of your palm onto your eyes. Feel the heat exchange. Just allow it to touch your face. The heat. This is your heat. You're fired up. Go to the back of your neck, down your shoulders, down your arms. Blow. Allow yourself to be very gentle and just noticing that you are flowing. Find your own strategies, ways in which you can return to flow for yourself over the next 3 or 4 days that we have this slipstream that is happening. It's a strong one, and yet if you are in your flow, you will not waver at all. You will start becoming closer and closer and closer to get absolute clarity on your intention. Tomorrow, between 10 a.m. and 12 noon, I'll be on United Earth with a few other amazing descended masters. And our focus is on the water law. And I will be sharing a direct transmission from the river Ganga, the goddess of light, being carried by the water. So if you are able to join it, I'll make sure that Janice can share the link with us in our group. So with that having been said, the human vibe attunement, the beyond meditation is complete. Please go if you need to be somewhere. Otherwise, go ahead and share your words in the chat so we can anchor those in our post-COVID world. Beautiful, deep meditation. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I felt that too, Jamila. That was beautiful. Grace, heart, namaste, heart. Clear flow, yes. We are getting to a connection of a nuance when it comes to flow, especially the work that we're doing on our systems right now. Blessed with so much grace, yes. Can you imagine living in this world blessed with so much grace? You know, clear flow, deep peace and clarity. And when we come out of this, we are in the state of complete oneness, grounded so that we are unshakable in our center of gravity intact, allowing us to be completely expanded at one with our higher self. Beautiful, beautiful. Deep peace and clarity. that, I declare our session complete. I will see as many of you who can join me tomorrow. I will see you there, and otherwise I'll see you on Thursday. Thank you.